The deadly Israel-Hamas war has been going on for 1 month now. IDF tank columns continue to roll into Gaza Strip in an attempt to target Hamas terror strongholds. The Israel Defense Forces on Tuesday announced it has killed Hamas commander Wael Safa, one of the masterminds of the 7th of October attack. Jihad Shahade, commander of the military wing of Fatah in Tulkarm, has also been eliminated. IDF jets have struck over 450 Hamas targets in the past days, including tunnels and military compounds. IDF has also said over 50 rockets are found in a Gaza compound used for youth activities ready to be launched towards Israel. Israel's military has released an aerial video showing Palestinian civilians in Gaza moving south as Israeli troops divided the northern and southern parts of Gaza, emphasizing that the battle against the Hamas is not a local one but a global one. Netanyahu has said if they are not stopped, they will imperil the entire Middle East.
The barbarism is led by an axis of terror. The axis of terror is led by Iran. It includes Hezbollah, Hamas, Houthis, and their other minions. They seek to bring the Middle East and the world back to a dark age. They seek to torpedo, to derail any progress towards peace and the progress and the promise that we had in our budding peace treaties with our Arab neighbors. If they go strong, if they're not defeated, they will derail this process. They will imperil the entire Middle East. If the Middle East falls to the axis of terror, Europe will be next, and no one will be safe. This is not a local battle. This is a global battle.
I have just completed a briefing during which I approved IDF plans for operational activities in Gaza Strip. IDF activities over the past day have been extremely impressive. These efforts result in extraordinary achievements, including strikes on terrorists and their commands in the field. Just over the past day, we have eliminated both company commanders and battalion commanders, some of whom were expected to fill in for commanders we had eliminated 1 or 2 days prior. The IDF machine is working at full capacity. Sinwar is hiding in his bunker and lets his terrorist commanders die in the field. On our side, the commanders stand at the head of the force, pressing forward, achieving objectives and leading the forces. We are proud of our commanders. We are proud of IDF soldiers, and we are sending them blessings for luck and congratulations.
Okay, we didn't attack, to the best of my knowledge, solar panels in Shifa Hospital, but we are following the way Hamas cynically uses humanitarian facilities and the way Hamas cynically uses energy from humanitarian facilities for terror infrastructure, and we will dismantle this so that Hamas will not have energy for its terror infrastructure.
We are shooting to help Israeli troops in Gaza Strip fighting Hamas. We are shooting very accurately, very precisely, by coordinates given to us by officers on ground in Gaza Strip. We are doing anything we can to avoid civilian casualties. We don't want any civilian to get hurt. Unlike Hamas, it uses their own people as human shields. Hamas is like ISIS, and if we want to eliminate Hamas today, the horrors and the tragedy of the 7th of October will happen again. So we are here to defend our country and our families.
The Biden administration has said ceasefire now would help Hamas regroup and attack Israel once again. That's the fear, isn't it?
A ceasefire right now would not prevent Hamas from continuing terror attacks and firing rocket attacks at Israel in the future. And on the contrary, it would let Hamas off the hook, allow Hamas enough time to regroup, and we can't allow that. And no nation can be expected to tolerate those kinds of conditions. But one thing we have been very clear about, both the Secretary and the President, have been the need for a humanitarian pause to enable a sustained flow of aid and voluntary movement of civilians seeking to depart.
India Today is reporting from the epicenter of the war. Take a look at this ground report by my colleague Rajesh Pawar from the Israel-Lebanon border.
I'm right now on Lebanon-Israel border, the area which witnessed a shooting of a Israeli tank by Hezbollah using an anti-tank weapon. This side is Lebanon, which is about 3 kilometers and across the town of Kachmuna, and on this side, which is west, is also Lebanon, and there's an IDF post beyond that on the hillside is all Lebanon. That side on that mountain. This border is right now heavily guarded, and from air as well as on the ground. There's a constant humming of a UAV, we can hear all the time, and there is a heavy deployment of IDF in this entire area, as an escalation is expected anytime soon, because there have been constant exchange of fire between Hezbollah and IDF over last 1 week. This is Rajesh Pawar from Lebanon-Israel border for India Today.